Hey, first off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rakha Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders and teachers at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. My name is Brother Howard Shai Zion, and I'm just coming through real quick, man, with this lesson to edify Akim. And brothers, it's all about edification, exhortation. That's why I make these videos, because we all are going through the motions, man. So this is the way to basically alleviate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Pray on to the Lord. This is one that, the apostle had recommended to bring out daily, man. This is Psalm 54:1. It says, "Save me, O Yahweh, by your name, and judge me by your strength. Hear my prayer, O power. Give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul." Now listen, there's a spirit out here, all right, going about where they're basically seeking after your soul, man. Okay? Satan, Shaitan, the spiritual demons, Shaitan, Satan has desired to have you, man, and to sift you as wheat. Okay? Roughly paraphrasing. And this is what we have to go through, my brothers. This is a battle. It's a spiritual battle. So we're in the midst of combat. All right? And you're going to have to block some kicks, man, to the head, because that's how it is. All right? And sometimes you got to use two hands, because this is what we're dealing with. All right? And really use all your tools in your toolbox. So this is verse 3, Psalm 54:3. You got to send this up like a prayer daily, brothers. All right? If you can remember, make sure you do it, man. All right? Like I said, man, this is what my elders had told me, man. So I'm telling you now. So it says, "For strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not set the Most High before them." Salah. So they don't operate on the same frequency as we. Okay? They don't operate on the same frequency as we do. So they're not going to interact with you with integrity. And that's how you know people who you're dealing with, because ultimately the scriptures say to test the spirits or try the spirits by the Spirit, which is the word of the Lord, whether they be of the Most High. Okay? So when we're dealing with brothers, it should be a different interaction. We should already know that, right? And brothers are at different stages or whatever of their walk, but you should still understand the basic guidelines, which is to love thy neighbor as thyself. Now, in regards to the people, now women that you brothers may encounter, right? You may encounter women, of course, are absolutely America, who are not following these guidelines. And when you're in the truth, this is why Paul said what he said about seek not a wife if you're loosed from one, because it's gonna bring unnecessary drama and turmoil, right, into your life. It's going to distract you from the word of the Lord. Why? Because it's the cares of this world that creep in and choke the word and make it become unfruitful. So you have to pray to the Lord like this right here. And you have to believe, and this will increase your faith, man. Psalm 54:4. "Behold, the Most High is my helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul." That's you, Akim. That's you, Akim, because your prayers, remember, iron sharpeneth iron. Okay? Like I heard Ray Lewis talking about, man, on Instagram. He said, "Yo, I don't know what you're going through or whatever, but sometimes it's necessary." It was necessary to put things into perspective, and he's right. And then he went on to proceed to talk about, why are we here? Now, we know why we're here, brothers. This is a blessing. I can tell you right now. Let's go to the scripture. I'm going to tell you why we're here. Show you right now. Let's do it. Ready? This is Ecclesiastes 12:13. "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." Okay? So that's why you're really here, man. "For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil." Now, people sometimes want to sidestep that like that wasn't even really stated. I'm going to say it again, because you have to understand what I'm saying to you is from the Lord, all right? The Lord is speaking to you through myself, man, to you. And this is so powerful, man. So I hope and pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that this really resonates with your spirit, man, as I know it will. Once again, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Excuse me. You know what? I'm gonna hit 14. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing. That's the stuff that you're trying to hide from people, right? Because you got the skeletons in your closet. You don't want people to know that, right? Whether it be good or whether it be evil. Now, if you just got cut by the word of the Lord, it's because you know that you can do a lot better, all right? And it's not to cut you, to hurt you, to offend you, but it's to help you, to ultimately make you think, I could do much better, okay? So ultimately, that's what we need to understand, is that the Lord is our helper, but we have to be mindful of our actions, brothers, all right? This is edification to build you up. This is edification to build your spirit up so that you're stronger, man. Everything that happens is for us, brothers, that Lord willing, that be of the hopeful elect. Everything is to help us out to become better men, stronger men, more powerful men. These are just battles. And when you're battle tested, at the end of the day, it's like that guy from 300. He said, listen, Arcadian, I fought countless battles, man. I've not seen anybody that has given me what they call a beautiful death. Basically, he ain't never met a guy who could put him to death. So he not even worried about nothing. And basically, that's the spirit that we got to be in, okay? We do understand that everything is in the hand of the Lord, though. Life and death is in the hand of the Lord in all our situations that we encounter. And there's blessings for obedience in the scriptures, and there's curses for disobedience. So if you become cursed, it's because you disobeyed the Lord, Yahweh, while Yahweh shine. You got to send up prayers, man. Okay? So send up the Psalm 54 as a prayer daily, man. And 55 and 56. That was the 3 that the apostle gave me, man. So you got to understand this, man. This is a powerful message because it was passed down to me, you know. That was passed down to me, not just passed to you. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it, man. Psalm 54 and 4 once again. Behold, the Most High is my helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. And I want I know the brother Kassad is listening more than likely, as we were just talking about this. He'll probably comment. It says, he shall reward evil to my enemies, cut them off, which means destroy them in your truth. So it's not wicked to pray for the destruction of your enemies, man. It's not wicked to pray for the destruction of your enemies. Those people that vex your spirit, my brothers, the Lord's going to destroy them, man. You have to understand. You have to believe. You have to have faith, man. And this so-called Christian mentality tells you, oh, no, you should pray for them. Pray for them, brother. Now, we ain't praying for nothing but destruction on them bitch-ass people, man. All right? Because they're nothing but a bunch of dogs and demons. All right? Bitch means a female dog. If you get offended, that's on you, man. Anyways, it says, verse 6, I will freely sacrifice to you. I will praise your name, O Yahweh, for it is good. Yeah, and what's the name of the Lord? The name of the Lord is everything it represents. If you really love me, right? What did the Lord say? Keep my commandments. Peter, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Feed my lambs. Here I am feeding the lambs of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You precious flock. The Lord loves you so much, brothers. All right? Some of you sisters, too, who are literally diligent, man. They're just diligently watching and learning. And, you know, the Lord, I pray he have mercy upon you, man. And all of you, you know what I'm saying? Verse 7, it says, for he has delivered me out of all trouble, and my eye has seen his desire upon mine enemies. And look at the brother Kassad posted that scripture. I don't know if he read this or not, but it's nonetheless very spiritual. Look at, man. Look at this. Psalm 92 and 11. Kassad ban Yahweh. Mine eye also shall see my desire on mine enemies, and mine ears shall hear my desire on the wicked that rise up against me. You understand that? You understand? So you're going to get the confirmation, just like you get a confirmation email, your package was delivered. You're going to get the confirmation email, right, through the Spirit, that your curse has gone on to the people who hate you, man. All right? And that hate the Lord, because ultimately they're not showing love unto their neighbor as they love themselves. So they going to get cursed, man. This is to build you up in your faith. You have to understand, man. Our prayers are literally always through the Spirit. See, the brother Kassad said that it was through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The brother just knew that it's Psalm 92 and 11. Our eyes are going to see the desire on our enemies that hate us, man. And he's gonna jack up these people, man. Shalom to you brothers too, the brother GMS, Dabar Kabash. I love that brother's spirit, man. And y'all brothers, all these moderators, subscribe to their channels because you just have to, man. All right? You just have to do it. Anyway, you know, it is what it is. But this is what we got to do, man. Keep on reading the word. Psalm 54 and 7. Again, for he has delivered me out of all trouble, and my eye has seen his desire upon mine enemies. My enemies. Now listen, this is how it goes down. This is what increases your faith. Because you're like, look, I saw that guy got jacked up. I saw the word of the Lord play out before me. And you got to be an imbecile not to know the Lord's dealing with you. You brothers got similar experiences. I already know you do, man. Look at Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, whether with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Okay? So it's going to go down no matter what. The wheels are in motion regardless. This is to boost your faith up. The Lord is going to boost your faith, man. All right? Because faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Lord. And it's spiritual, man. So again, the apostle above me sent down that message to myself, all right, direct to you now as I'm sharing it with you. Send up Psalm 54, Psalm 55, and Psalm 56 as prayers daily, man. Daily, because these are the things that we encounter. These are the things that we're going through, man. Psalm 55 and 1, it says, give ear to my prayer, O Yahweh, or really, O power, and hide not yourself from my supplication, right? Appeal. So you're appealing unto the Lord. Look, the Lord judgment. But remember, the time endureth forever, man. Okay? It endureth forever. He's very pitiful. See, yeah, the brother got it, man. BMS Dabar Kabash. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 17. Pray without ceasing. Now, when you send up these prayers, it's pertinent that you cite the scriptures, read the scriptures before you send the prayers up, man. Because your faith, remember, when in the scriptures, Yahweh Shai said, thy faith has healed you, man. All right? Thy faith has healed you. That's the last message that I put out the last day or whatever. When the last video I did, all right? And if I ain't do one yesterday, Salakia, sometimes I be planning, oh, I'm going to do a message, and then it's just life just toss you curveballs, man. And then you just all over the damn place, and it's not a good time to do it. So understand, it's just things happen, man. All right? We try to make it up, you know. So anyways, yeah. Send up the prayers daily, man. Psalm 54, Psalm 55, Psalm 56 on the daily. Verse 2 on Psalm 55, it says, attend to me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart, which is the mind, is sore pained, which means in anguish within me, and terrors of death are falling upon me. Right, you just want to die. You feel like you want to die, or he's in fear of death. But why? Because of all the things that's happening. Verse 5, it says, fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror has overwhelmed me. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest. Right, con, man. Y'all, I know y'all brothers have felt like that before. And some of you sisters, man, you feel like, you just want to give it all up, man. Like, give up the ghost, man. You feel you catching so much hell. But remember, 2 Maccabees 7:32, we suffer because of our sins. If you would just simply offend less, you'll be in a much better case, man. Okay? Now, the thing is coming down the pike with the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. We need to be very diligent, because in that time, we're going to need an accumulation of mercy, man, through obedience to the word of the Most High. Because remember, obedience is better than sacrifice. Because remember, what was the sacrifice to do? To make atonement for sins, right? So listen, if you obey, you don't have to do that. Because you only lied, man. You don't have to make atonement for something you never did. It's like paying restitution for a crime you never committed. You never was convicted of it. And you never did it. And it was thrown out of court. All right. Anyways, verse number 6, Psalm 55:6. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then I would fly away and be at rest. Lo, then would I wander far off and remain in the wilderness, Salah. And Slaki, verse 8, I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues. Meaning bring confusion. That's what that means. Divide their tongues means to bring confusion. For I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief, right, which means wickedness, also are in sorrow, are in the midst of it. Now these people are bringing confusion and wickedness. Does this sound like the ways of a woman, brothers? Am I reaching your spirit? All right, because you know the ways of a woman. It's wickedness and mischief, right? Her hands are snares and nets, man. And bands. Whoso escapeth her, right? Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on. Let me stop this. Let me go to this right now. Let's go, champ. Ecclesiastes 7:25. I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness. It's crazy. Verse 26, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Meaning everything she do is demonic, man. Everything she do is demonic. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Now, brothers, listen, when a woman is taken out of your life prematurely, as you thought it was going to unfold nice, but it was taken prematurely from you, it's because there's a reason. They were wicked. They were going to lead you down the path of wickedness. Like Ray Lewis was saying in his little post on Instagram, yeah, I'm just trying to find out why I'm here. Listen, we know why we're here. Ecclesiastes 12:13, right? To fear the Lord and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. But these people don't know what's going on, man. They don't know what's happening. They don't know why they're supposed to be here. But we do. It's to serve the Lord, to edify the saints, to bless the Akim, okay? To push up the prayers, man. Psalm 50. Listen, man, I told you the message. Those who just tuning in now, man. Send up Psalm 54 as a prayer. Psalm 55 and 56. And to send it up like a prayer to the Most High, man. It's daily prayers, man. You know, the Lord's going to keep you from evil. Okay, you gotta fight against these lusts and desires, man. If you want success, man, you gotta fight against the desires of your flesh, man. Straight up, man. The success in the Lord, and ultimately, you can apply that to everything across the board, man. All right, let's get it, man. Verse number, let's go to verse number 9. Psalm 55 and 9. It says, destroy, O Lord, and bring confusion, basically. That's what that means. Bring confusion, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Yeah, because it says divide their tongues, which means to bring confusion to them. So, you know, when the Lord brings confusion upon your enemies, he's blessing you because they're not going to know what's going on. You're going to be good to go, right? It's like throwing a smoke bomb and they're like, what the fuck is going on? You know, what's going on? And you're just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you out of there. The Lord is ultimately going to let y'all brothers escape from that evil, man. Especially, like I said, the wiles of a woman and the demon woman, man. Because the women are wicked, man. They bring, like 50 Cent said, the women in my life bring confusion and shit. Like Nino and New Jack, I had to cancel that chick, man. Call all y'all about Shibel was shy, man. You always gonna get women too, brothers. Listen, man. My father told me, my earth father, he said, yo, you got to go with the ones that want you, man. You go with the ones that want you. If they don't want you, salute them out. And that's it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just salute. It's no, don't even get mad about it. You know what I'm saying? You show you mad, just show you care, man. Don't worry about that shit. Anyway, Psalm 55 and verse number 10 says, day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief, which is wickedness, also in sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and treachery depart not from her streets. Yeah, and why does it relate it to a woman? Because that's just how it is, man. The woman is very delicate and tender, but also has multiple sides to her, multiple faces, man. And remember, her faces change like the moon, brothers. Any given day, a woman would be like, I love you so much. And the next day, she'd be like, F you, man. I don't want nothing to do with you. Lose my number. So never rely on what they say as factual or credible. Now, if a guy tells you, hey, yo, F you, man, you know, he got a reason behind it. He stands behind his words, man. More than likely. More often than not, let me say that. Because some of these dudes be feminine as hell too, man. You know? And in the world, look, we all had them tendencies because we was brought up by our mothers, man. Our fathers wasn't around, dog. Because it's in the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. He was going off. And he got judgment. And then that judgment ended up spiraling down onto you one way or another based on the actions of the father. You know, by him not being there, you know, you had to suffer a lot. So it is what it is. Anyways, man, let's go to verse number 12. It says, this is Psalm 55 and 12. It says, for it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me, which means despised me, that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hidden myself from him. Right, so listen, we're going to be betrayed by friends, people who are cool with you, man, people who seem cool with you. They're going to go off, man. How can you stop this? Deuteronomy 28 and 1 through 14. The blessings for obedience. But remember, my brothers, sometimes you got to suffer for righteousness' sake. And it just is what it is. You got to suffer for righteousness' sake. Okay? So even if you're doing the right things, well, that's fine. That's fine. This is thankworthy with the Lord if you endure suffering for righteousness' sake. But if you catching hell and you recollect, you say, you know what, man? It's probably because of this, man. Because I did some dumb shit, man. I messed up. I made a mistake. We all make mistakes. Remember, the righteous man falleth 7 times. Remember? But he get back up 8, because you're going to get back up. You're going to stand back up. 7 means completion. This is a complete number of times. It could be 250 times. It could be 150 times. You know, it's a complete number to get you right. But yeah, that deceit, sometimes you feel confused because you're like, wait a minute, I was cool with this person. Why are they betraying me? Why are they being treacherous to me? Because it's part of the lot of the Lord molding you into the image of the Most High's Son, man. The servant is not greater than his Lord. You're going to have to go through these things too. Take it on the chin, especially when you're buffeted for your faults. You got to take that patiently. Ride out that wave and say, hey, Lord, Salakia, I'm never going to do that again. And really mean it, man. Get out of there, man. Stop doing what you're doing to get jacked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's look at that. See, the brother got a good scripture there too, man. GMS Debar Kabash, it says, Mark 13 and 12, now the brother shall betray the brother to death. See? And the father, the son. And children shall rise up against their parents and shall cause them to be put to death. Think about how disgusting that is, man. Now look at the brother. That's disgusting. Kasad Ban Yahweh, Proverbs 24 and 16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. And mischief means wickedness. They're going to get their, you know what, split, man. They're going to get their wig pushed back, man. You're going to get the whole wig pushed back, man. And these women be wearing wigs out here. Even girls with nice hair be wearing wigs, man. That's shit crazy, man. It is what it is, man. The Lord gonna smash these devils, man. But look at this, man. Look at the betrayal. Look at this betrayal, man. And tell me this didn't ever happen to you. Because it happened to me. It's happened to me multiple times, man. Psalm 55 and verse number 12. It says, for it was not an enemy that reproached me. Then I could have borne it. Meaning I could have dealt with that. Because I know your ass didn't like me, but somebody who we were cool. I thought we were cool. What happened? It says, neither was it he that hated me, which means despised me, that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hidden myself from him. Verse 13. But it was you, a man, my equal, my guide, and my acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together and walked to the house of the Most High, meaning the temple of the Lord, in company. Let death seize upon them and let them go down quick, which means alive, into the grave. Yo, man, listen, brother. When they say quick, it's talking about alive, man. That word means alive, because remember, to quicken something means to make alive. Let them go alive into the grave, man. Onto death. Make you get eaten alive by something, man. Say, man, look, King David wasn't playing games, man. King David was playing 0 games with these clowns, man. So people who were cool with you, that ended up having you catch hell as a result of it, and you was confused, like, yo, what happened? What? I thought if you was an enemy, I figured, hey, you were gonna probably come at me, so I was already ready. But sometimes you let your guard down because you think somebody's cool with you. Because that's how they're acting. That's how they're portraying themselves to be. But when they betray you, it hurts even worse. Because they posed as a friend, but they were really a goddamn enemy, man. So he said, verse 15, let death seize upon them and let them go down alive into the grave, which is hell. It says the grave right there. You know. Let's see it right there. I don't know if y'all brothers can see this, man. You see that? Hold on a second. Right there. Okay. Now I got it. You see that right there? The grave. You see it's under Salakia. Peel his back. You see that right there? The grave. The underlined words are explained at the bottom. The grave. toss their ass alive in the grave, man. All right? Spiritual. Into the grave, man, alive. Buried alive. Let your ass get buried alive. That's the most horrible death you could get. That's King David, man, right? A man after the Lord's own heart, man. Who you people think that, David, love people. Listen, man. Yeah, David did love them people, man. He loved his Israelite men, the Israelites who were keeping the commandments. But he hated those people who hated the Lord, man. So anyways, it says, let them go quick into the grave, for wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. Right, so the evil that they're committing, they need to go into the grave alive, man. You need to be tossed into a grave alive for being an enemy, or really ultimately posing as a friend, but being an enemy. That's wicked, man. That's like Judas Iscariot. They took sweet counsel together. We went to the temple of the Lord together. We were praising the Lord together, and you're going to do evil to me? Don't worry about it. Hey, listen, the Most High going to take care of you, man. Call Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High going to defend us, my brothers, man. He going to defend you, man. All right? He going to defend you from these evil niggas, man. And these wicked ass bitches too, man. And yeah, I said all that. Verse 17, it says, evening and morning, Salaki. You know what? Let me go back. Verse 16, it says, as for me, I will call upon the Most High, and the Lord Yahweh shall save me. Okay? So look, you do what you got to do. Betray me, man. But the Lord Yahweh, he's going to save me, man. He going to save me, man. All right? We're going to make it out of this thing, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I didn't see it happen so many times, man. So many people catch massive judgment for violating my trust. All of this, the same things, just like Yahweh Shai, the same thing, just like King David, man. Like he said, man, we took sweet counsel together. We were cool together. And it goes for interactions with women too, my brothers. If you cool with them and then they just disappear out of nowhere, or they're disrespected, because that's disrespect. Because you wouldn't want that done to you after a cool interaction. So guess what's going to happen, man? The Lord going to bash their faces, man. Alive. They're going to get buried alive, man. They're going to burn on their feet like Sarah Connor, man. Get the whole wig blown back. And that's what it is. Verse number 17, it says, Psalm 55 and 17, evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. All right, so the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai is going to hear your voice, man. But you just got to call upon the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, man. And look, the brother got the great scripture right there, man. God did the video on the other day. Call Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. GMS Debar Kabash. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You see what I'm saying? And then the main thing that I told brothers to pray on, before you pray, you say this one right here, Ecclesiasticus 2 and 11. Remember this before you pray. Definitely this one right before. I would end whatever scriptures you read in with this one before your prayer. All right. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 11. The same brother. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. Let's go, champ. All right, the Lord going to save you in times of affliction. It is weird, man, because I walked up on these two Jakes, man. I was out at Walmart. And the Lord put the spirit on me to tell them what was going on. Like the name of Yahweh Shai and everything. I don't do stuff like that, man. The sort of lady leaned up like this, man. She looked like she was catching hell. I was like, yo, man, the Lord is with us, man. Don't forget, he's with you, man. And it just was crazy. Maybe she did something to receive mercy, but at the end of the day, when I said, the Lord's name is Yahweh, and some other Jake chick was coming through too, an Ephraimite, I believe, and she said, yeah, his name is Yahshua. I was like, well, you close. I say, you close, but it's really Yahweh Shai. You close. But it was weird because she just came through when I was saying what I was saying. It was already in the middle of talk. You know what I'm saying? But she just wanted to add in whatever, which is kind of honestly, it's a little disrespectful, but it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? She just wanted to join in the edification. But you at work, lady. But anyways, man, leave this to the men. But the main thing is this edification and this truth and this knowledge. I know you brothers need this bad, man. And you sisters too, because you catch hell or whatever. But don't forget the reason. Because you suffer because of your sins. So if you would simply just offend less, when you faced with that decision and your flesh is telling you something, fight against it, man. All right? Remember, without faith, it's impossible to please him, right? So when you please the Lord, you just need more of the word of the Lord in you, man. If you had more of the word of the Lord, you'd be able to have more faith. Your prayers would be heard quicker, right? And it is what it is. And you'd be delivered, man, faster. And you'd catch less chastisement. But remember, when that chastisement hits, brothers, despise not the chastening of the Lord, because he's dealing with you like sons. Because if you're going this way and you ain't supposed to go that way, okay, we good now. We good now. You understand? You're going to the left. Oh, shit. Now you're going to the right. You see what I mean? Now you're going to the right. So I know it hurt when you got slapped, when you got rebuked, when you got cut by the word, but it's ultimately to help you, to bless you, to make sure that you maintain so that you can obtain salvation, man. So, hey, look, man, that's basically it for the message. I did what I had to do, man, right here. You know what I'm saying? And that's it for me, man. Again, Psalm 54, 55, and 56. I could go into all of that right now. Maybe I'll do a part 2 to this one or whatever to get that out too, because it's beautiful. But send up your prayers, man. Evening, morning, and noon, man. Evening starts that day, right? Morning and noon. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Arakha Kodash. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the Bayath Dawadah, the house of David. Ask the Lord to bless your house, man. Barak Bayath Yah, man. Bless my house, man. Barak Bayath Yah. Bahashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. In the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. And the Lord bless your house, man. Cleanse all them demons that ever try to come at you or anything. Cleanse the demons the hell out your life and out of your house for sure, man. Light up incense, do what you do, man. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.